From what I see out here, um, continental Africans in America suffer from a lot of the dysfunction that the Black American community suffers from. But it's not as severe, but it still exists in the continental African community in America. And what I mean by continental African, I mean people who were either born in Africa or and moved to America, are people who have African parents who are born in Africa, people who are born in America and have African parents who are born in Africa, like first generation Americans, you know what I'm talking about. That's what I mean by continental Africans. And from what I see out here, a lot of the dysfunction that Black Americans have, continental Africans have in America as well. But the funny thing about it is, like, Black Americans, we know we're fucked up. Black Americans, we know we're fucked up. We know that Black Americans know that they're dysfunctional and have all these issues of self-hate, colorism. We don't like to help each other out. Those are some of the well-known issues of Black America. And, Black Americans, for the most part, won't even deny having some of these issues, But when you look at the continental African community in America, continental Africans have some of these same issues. But continental Africans, they'll claim that they're so prideful, they love their culture, they love their people. But I've noticed, but continental Africans in America, they have a lot of issues, but they put up this front that they're like flawless. I'm not going to say continental Africans think that they're perfect, but some continental Africans in America, they think that some of them might look at Black Americans funny because Black Americans have all these issues. So some continental Africans will separate themselves from Black Americans because they think that the continental African community is more functional than the Black American community. And that has some truth to it because, man, no other community in this world is really as fucked up as the Black American community. But a lot of continental Africans who are in America fail to realize that continental Africans have a whole lot of dysfunction as well, similar to Black Americans. But it's just not as, let me say, as extreme, right? Like Black America, it's a well-known fact in Black America that Black Americans, Black people, don't like to help each other. You'll walk past a Black man asking for change. You'll walk past a homeless Black man asking for change, and you won't give him shit. You feel me? We see homeless Black people all the time. We don't even like to help them, right? Or a lot of times we do that shit with our own family, right? within the Black American community, our own families a lot of times can be homeless, going through a hard time, and we won't even help them out. And most Black people won't even deny this because we know our community, our legacy in this country has been dysfunctional, and you can't deny it. So most Black people would tell you that I don't even get along with my own family. My own family doesn't even rock with me. So the current day Black community is not very close knit, and not a lot of people will argue this, but I noticed a similar thing with Africans too. Continental Africans, they'll claim they love their people so much, and they love their culture, that cultural pride, you know. But a lot of continental Africans, when they come to America, they begin to adopt the same dysfunction as the Black American community has, such as not being close knit. You know, the continental African community, and I can't just say continental African community without being specific. Um, or more so, speaking of like the West African nations, because there are a lot of Africa is diverse. There's East Africans, there's West Africans, Central Africans, South Africans, Southern Africans, North Africans. So the continent of Africa is very diverse. There's a whole lot of different ethnic groups and things of that nature. But man, from my experience, I'm Nigerian, right? I'm half Nigerian. My father was Nigerian. My mother is Black American. So I'm half and half. So I have a decent knowledge on this topic. I've encountered a lot of Nigerians. I went to school with Nigerians. I've met a lot of Nigerians in passing. So I know my people. Nigerians in America are not a very close knit people. Mexicans are close knit. Arabs, Indians, Pakistani people in America are close knit. You know, you'll see a pack. You'll see 20 Mexicans living in a one-room apartment, helping each other. You really will. You really will, man. You see the same thing with Arabs, right? Or Pakistanis, When Arabs and Pakistanis and Indians, when they come to America, they help out their people at any means necessary. You know, when you come to America, when you look out in the streets in America, you will rarely see a Pakistani or Indian or Arab person homeless, because they help out their people. It's not because an Indian or a Pakistani or Arab person never has any hard times. It's that when those people have a hard times or they're down and out, they get help from their own people. But when a Black man is down and out, hey, no one helps him. He's homeless on the street. His mama don't want to help him. His father don't want to help him. His cousins don't want to help him. But hey, in these other cultures, like the Pakistani culture or Arab cultures, when they move to America, they're extremely close knit. If a Pakistani person becomes homeless in America, within the next couple of weeks, one of their family members are close friends from their own country, but let them move in, and boom, they're not homeless no more. And that's the same thing that goes with Mexicans, Hispanics, Um, yeah, they're more close knit. But with continental Africans, ah, especially like with Nigerians in America, man, they're not like that. They're more like Black Americans. They don't like to help their people out. And yeah, um, but these same Nigerians, man, they'll claim they love their people so much. They have so much pride in their culture. Mm. I've been homeless before. I've been homeless before, right? And there was this Nigerian guy, who was like one of the employees of the shelter. It wasn't even a legit shelter. It was like a little program I was in. You go to this program, they'll allow you to eat and lounge around, charge your phone, and it was a little homeless program. And there was this Nigerian man who worked there from the same part of Nigeria that my father is from. He was from the same tribe, same ethnic group that my father is from. And I talked to the dude, right? Nigerian guy. I told him my background, my ethnic background. Hey, we found out we're a part of the same tribe. We're the same people. And this dude, this Nigerian dude, man, who he was talking about, man, that we're basically like family. I'm his family because we're the same people, right? He said he sees me as one of his relatives because we're the same people. Man, that's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. That's a fucking front. That's a front, man. That's a front. You know why I know it's a front? Because if you saw me as one of your relatives, right? Oh, we both from the same part of Nigeria, right? We from the same tribe, right? And you said it out of your own mouth that you view me as one of your relatives. You know, if you view me like I'm one of your relatives, how come you won't give me a place to stay, right? You know I'm homeless, right? You know I'm on the streets, right? And you have a place to stay, right? You have a house, right? You have a house with multiple bedrooms, right? And if you see me as family, right? And you love your culture so much, you have so much pride in Nigerian culture, how come you won't allow me as a Nigerian man, as one of your people, how come you won't offer me to stay at your house? So I can get off the streets and not be homeless anymore, right? You feel me? And yeah, man, I noticed that with like Africans and Nigerians in America specifically, like we do not like to help each other out. If I'm one of your relatives and you see me as one of your own blood relatives because we're from the same part of Nigeria, then how come you won't help me out? I'm homeless. You know I'm homeless. How come you won't offer me a place to stay? So that's just a front. A lot of Nigerians in America think they love their people so much. Man, they act like they're so close knit. Man, they don't be helping their people out when they struggling. But they put up this front like they do. Black Americans, we keep it real. We know we don't fuck with each other like that, and we don't even fake it. we'll tell you straight up that, oh, black people, we don't like to help each other. But Africans, they don't like to help each other like that either. But they'll put up this front that they're so down and loving for their own people when they're really not. You know, a Pakistani man. If a Pakistani man in America, if a Pakistani man, an Arab man, saw a young homeless man who carried himself well, wasn't on no thug shit, wasn't no criminal, but he was just homeless, right? That Pakistani or Arab man will offer that young homeless Arab man a place to stay so he can get off the streets. Because Pakistanis and Arabs and Indians, when they come to America, they're close-knit people. They help each other out. If a Nigerian man in America sees a homeless Nigerian on the street, he won't do shit. He won't do shit. He could be a rich Nigerian man. He'll see a homeless Nigerian man on the street. He won't give him any money. He won't offer him a place, that homeless Nigerian guy, a place to stay. Won't offer him a meal. All he will do is chop it up or talk to a homeless Nigerian guy and put up this front that, oh, you my people, you my brother, you my brother, you my brother, you my brother. But if I'm your brother like that, how come you can't help me out? You feel me? And this is not the first time. I spoke to a few Nigerian guys, fellow Nigerians, right? And I told them my situation, and I'm not out here begging people for anything. I'm not that type of person. I'm not finna beg. But, if I'm talking to another person casually, I tell them my situation. Hey, I'm not doing the best. Woo woo. And none of these Nigerian dudes end up helping me out. They'll be friendly with me, cordial with me. But hey, they won't offer me shit. And they see, I'm not saying you can always offer someone a place to stay. Sometimes you might not have the most perfect living arrangements, but if an Arab man in America sees an Arab guy on the streets, and this Arab guy who's on the streets, he might be homeless for whatever reason, but he carries himself well, he dresses nice, he's articulate, but he just happens to be on the street for whatever reason, because there's a lot of ways to be homeless. You could be a very educated person and become homeless, right? That Arab man will help out that young homeless Arab guy, and give him a place to stay, because those people really have a pride, like a real culture of pride, man. Nigerians in America, a lot of Africans in America, they don't have no real cultural pride, They just be faking the funk. You my brother, you my brother. You my brother. But when you see a fellow Nigerian, you're not helping their ass out. A lot of Nigerians, a lot of Africans, they come here and they have these opinions on Black Americans, which some of their opinions on Black Americans are true. But a lot of Nigerians are Africans who come to America. They act like they're so much morally superior than Black Americans. But at the end of the day, they on the same bullshit that Black Americans be on. They don't not unified, don't like to help their people. You feel me? And I can take it with women. I can bring I can switch this whole conversation to the dating atmosphere, right? Even with the Nigerians in America, Nigerians in America don't date each other. You know, Nigerians in America do not date each other. They don't. Nigerian women, they have a similar attitude towards their man as Black American women do. You know, like I think I said this earlier. When a lot of times when Nigerians or Africans move to America, they adopt a lot of the same problems that Black Americans do have. You know, when a lot of Nigerian women, when they move to America, a lot of them turn into Black American women. You know, they feel like they're too good for a Black man. Even if a Black man comes from their own country, their own tribe, right? They feel like they're too good for a Black man. They stick their nose up like in the air, act like they're too good for a Nigerian guy who's from their own village. I experienced it before. I know my people. When a lot of Africans come to America, they adopt the same issues that Black Americans have. And I experienced the same shit, the same bullshit I experienced with American Black women. It's the same bullshit I experienced with African women. You know, there's not much of a difference. Like, I get the same funny behavior from African women. I've met Nigerian women who are from the same village as my father, you know, in America, right? I met this Nigerian lady a few years ago from the same village in Nigeria as my father is from, right? But she was acting funny towards me and all that bullshit, acting like I wasn't no real Nigerian and all that shit. Man, Nigerians or Africans in America, we're not as close knit as we think we are. We're not. We're not. If an Arab woman, if an Arab woman met an Arab man from the same village as her, from the same country and the same village as her, she will bow down to that Arab man and acquiesce. Man, Africans need to get it together, man. Like, a lot of Africans would say, "Hey, stay away from Black Americans," or we're different from Black Americans. But a lot of the same problems Black Americans have, Africans have too. On some real shit, I'm not lying. You can have yeah, man, we're very similar to Black Americans when we come to America. That's what I came to see. You might argue with me, but this is my opinion. To me, it's a fact. But all right, you guys, peace.